Good evening, everybody. It's your boy, Great Chef Antonio, the conservative GCA. I'm here. I hope everybody has had a wonderful day. People probably been to work, off work, enjoying the rest of your day at home with the kids, family, friends, whatever it may be, popping your cold one, or however you choose to spend your time. Okay, I hope everybody having a beautiful day and has had a beautiful day. It is a great day to be great. Okay, so we have here. It kind of baffles me a little bit. It's like the more and more. Might check 1 2. It's like the more and more Hollywood, Hollyweird in the music industry and Hollyweird getting more and more weird than they already are. We have your boy John Legend up here. He's talking about Trump, and it's to me it just seems like it's all to just, oh my God, why do they use these celebrities and things like that to try to get black people attention, and to try to get black people to vote, and they keep spewing out these things that potential lies. You know what I mean? Because if you do any large amount or small amount or medium amount of research, you can see that most of these things that they're pitching inside of these news and these liberal news media platforms, that most of them are actually lies. You know what I'm talking about? They have lied to us so long that it's ridiculous. They lied about Russia collusion. They lied about, man, I mean, they lied about 9/11. They didn't tell us about that. They waited till it was pretty much declassified to kind of give that information, which was 20 years later. People who's grown at this point don't even know what actually happened, and don't even know why they should be actually upset about this. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. I actually just don't know why they do this type of stuff. But you got your boy John Legend up here. He's up there talking about Trump, talking about he's such a racist and all this. I'm so tired of hearing that right there. It's just kind of ridiculous. I just get so tired of hearing that. You know what I mean? Come on, come with something else to fight the battle, man. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, because you make me think you don't make me think that you actually know what you're talking about. John Legend doesn't know what you're talking about right here, because if you go back and look at it, the one who said they didn't want children going to black children going to his children's schools, or black people walking the same sidewalk with his grandmother and all of those things like that happens to be Joe Biden, the one who systemically set up things against black people his whole term in the Senate and everything like that. Man, this man is like, how could you say that? Trump, I've seen him on many occasions with the NAACP, back in the days with Jesse Jackson, and he opened up a lot of space in in his Trump Tower when it was first put up and things like that for the NAACP and black people like that, for them to conduct their business and do what they needed to do in order to help black folks. I recall an interview that Donald Trump did when he was much younger. They wanted him to run for president for the Democratic office, and he actually said he wouldn't because they endorsed David Duke. And if you don't know who David Duke is, he was the head of the KKK, a Grand Wizard. So the Democratic Party had endorsed him. So Trump denied that, and he was like, he denied going running for president at that moment, because the Democratic Party had pretty much went out of their rockers and everything. They were endorsing the Grand Wizard of the KKK. And a lot of people don't know that, you know what I mean? So that's why we're here today, you know what I'm saying? That's why I try to bring this content to y'all, to get y'all a little more knowledgeable. And like I said, you do not have to listen to what I say. Go research what I say yourself. You'll go find out for yourself. And they haven't erased these things. They're easy to find with internet that we have in these days and times. If you just search, do not ever believe what anyone just sit up here and tell you out their mouth. Go and look it up for yourself, find out if it's true, and don't worry about that, because the liberal news media, they'll push these things until you actually you go for it. Like I say in one of my my videos, if I listen to a song every day on the radio that I don't like, I'm gonna gonna eventually find myself bobbing my head to it and kind of knowing the words. You understand what I'm saying? And if somebody sit up there and news lie to you constantly everything every day, and they feed you the same thing, Donald Trump is a racist, then you're gonna eventually like, oh, you gotta be a racist. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of crazy how that works, but they understand how the brain works. So the brain actually works like that. That's why people use ads and they use commercials and they repeatedly play them to people, because they spend millions of dollars for a 30-second flip at the Super Bowls and the playoffs and all those things like that, because advertising works. It works. It gets the people mind. It makes them believe and it makes them go for it. So that's why, that's the same thing with news. The news works. It pumps that into you every day, all day, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day, and they pump those lies to you. It works, and people actually start to believe it. And then when it comes to the black people, because they actually know that the black vote for the Democrat Party is dwindling, they use these black celebrities to get up here to actually try to get to sway our votes and things like that. You see, last year, 2020, they used Cardi B out of all people. You know what I'm saying? I was like, what? And you had more reputable people, blacks, that was, like Ice Cube, that was like, no, we that with that. Ice Cube got cussed out by the black community, and you see how that works. I mean, they just make us be evil toward each other. You know what I mean? Just make you hate each other. You know what I'm saying? When and they make you ain't black if you don't vote. And then they shame you for voting outside of the Democrat Party, as if you done lost your shade of pigment or something like that. You know what I mean? But as you see, Cardi B, she's not endorsing Biden this go around, because she just actually had to see it. And I say it's very important that a lot of people got to see this, because they now know and they understand, But I look at a lot of our youth. So you look at our youth, you have the youth that was pretty much, just say you're 22 today. You're 22 when Trump was in office, pretty much 8 years ago. 8 years ago, you were what? You were not 10, you were what, 10, 14 years old? Was you 14? Yeah, 14. Yeah, 14, 22, that's 8 years, you know what I mean? So 14, 22, you're 8 years old. Look at me, you're 14 years old. Look at me. Math is not mathing right now, right? But you were 14 years old. You pretty much don't give a damn about no politics. You know what I mean? So now that you're 22, all you know, and that you've been fed since you were 14, that this guy was some kind of racist or anything like that. So you don't know no better. You just don't know no better. You don't know any better. So you just go about what you've been taught by your constituents and your people, your families, and those who are aboard the Democratic train. So, you get that. You get those young voters that's around 22 and 24. You were 24, you pretty much was 16 when Trump got in office. A lot of 16-year-olds don't really care about politics either. So they probably wasn't even looking at the fact that the things that Donald Trump did. So they really didn't care. It didn't bother them or anything like that. All they know is Trump is not nothing. So I'm going to show you right here what John Legend is talking about, man. I mean, this is just crazy. This is crazy, man. But let's go. For not further ado, man, I'm going to go ahead and dive into this, y'all. Okay.
You guys know what's going on with John Legend. So I want to get back to the playbook that I was talking about that they're using. There is a playbook being used here from 2016, which is get people racially motivated, get people racially attached, emotionally attached. And I want to go to what he said about Donald Trump. Let's actually go to it right now. Just listen to this. This was him in the morning.
He's made it clear throughout his life that he believes black people are inferior. Like he believes that to his core, in his bones. He wouldn't let us live in his buildings back in the day. But also when you hear some of the stray comments he makes, he clearly believes in a genetic hierarchy of humanity and is racially determined. So he is a tried and true, dyed in the wool racist.
Is he trying to describe Trump while describing Biden? I'm not sure what's going on here. the reputation really follows Biden more than it follows Trump, in my opinion, if you look at videos from the black community. But once again, I'm showing you what the media is doing, and I need my people, and by my people, I am talking about people that think like me, people that are open-minded to the truth and open-minded to seeing what's going on by the media, with the media, and what they're trying to do to manipulate people to get their votes. They're actually trying to, in my opinion, they're trying to manipulate black people, and they're trying to manipulate all minorities and everybody in America to really be racially divided into hating Donald Trump. This is how it happens. But there's more.
In the core of his being, he's a racist. So I don't want to hear what he has to say about what he's done for black people. He's done very little for us. And he is at his core truly a racist. And you even hear what he says about immigration and which countries he wants people to come in from. They all are very white.
And see, like I said before, I really hate hearing this the racism thing, because they actually with this right here, they actually is keeping racism going, whether you know it or not. You keeping racism going on when you got actual white people that may see this video and they be like, dang, you know, the black people not like us because dang, everything he's doing is like what Trump is doing. The places are very white and things like that and all that, you know. So and then like I say, John Legend doesn't have his facts correct, because he say he didn't back in the day he didn't want black people staying in his buildings, which is so not true. See, his father, Fred Trump, he was it his grandfather? I think it was his grandfather or his father. One of them. They owned the place. I think it was Jamaica Estates or something like that, and they were doing something as pretty much as they were doing. Like showing like discrimination, or rather, so they kind of sent somebody in there, and they had like somebody out there to, you know, to see about it. So boom, 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 boom. So when they went back in there to let them know that the lady was out there who was looking over these type of things, you know, I think she was a lawyer or something like that. She worked somewhere in the Senate or in the you know, for public relations or something like that. So what had happened was that Trump had done took over that at that time, and he did not know, because when they went back to the man who denied the person the lease and everything, he was like, well, I'm just doing what my boss told me to do, which he was talking about Trump's father, or either his father or either his grandfather, one of them. Don't quote me on this. It was one or the other that was doing that. And so Trump, he had said back then, he was very young, and he had took over that, and then that's like before he even got the Trump Tower built up. He said he felt so bad because he was like, he didn't want his name to be attached to anything like that, because it made him look bad, and he was like, I don't even like, he don't even get out like that. So he immediately got that changed. He got all of that changed to where black people could live in their homes if they were qualified. You understand what I'm saying? So it wasn't him, John Legend. It wasn't him that actually who was not letting black people live into the home. So it was actually his father or either his grandfather. I think the place that they owned, it was pretty much called Jamaica Estates, something like that. So Trump, he was like, when he found out that it was going on, because it was all in the news, he was like, man, my name is attached to this, and he was like, I don't want people to think that of me. So he changed that. He got that changed for that. So back in the days, that wasn't you got the wrong Trump, John Legend. That's what I'm saying. See, people, they got these celebrities out here, they're spewing things out, and they don't even know what they're talking about. They don't even know what they're talking about, you know, and things like that. And then you want to say this man just like a racist and all that, and then you want to say he never did anything for black folks. Come on, man, get your facts straight before you get on these platforms and spew this out. And then like my man Lou Valentino was saying, y'all go check out Lou Valentino page. I want a big shout out to Lou Valentino, man. I got this from his page, and I'm gonna leave a link up here for his page down in the description down low, man, at the end of this video. Y'all make sure y'all go check out his page, man. He got some real great content, man. Y'all will love it over there, you know. But yeah, back to what I was saying. You know, this is wild how they get. It's like they pitch this race card, and I'm just man, I'm tired of the bull crap, man, with this race thing. Listen, I don't believe in racism as far as, with the system and all that. You know what I'm talking about? Because we have people that are in political positions with turbans on their head, Muslims, Muslim faiths, and all that. You know what I'm talking about? And not only do we have a female vice president, but she's a black female president. You know what I'm talking about? So all these women that they can't get this, all that, man, you got Mexican, Latinos, you got all those in political positions that are successful people, actors, lawyers, doctors, you know what I'm talking about, of all these different ethnicities, you know what I'm talking about, and all the racism they keep, like the women of the View, man, it just get on my nerve, man, for them to get on that platform, they multi-millionaires, to get up there and tell the young youth that they're oppressed because of their skin color. Well, instead of getting up there telling them that they're oppressed because of their skin color, why don't you get on that platform and tell them how oppression skipped you? You know what I'm saying? Because I need to know. If you're a multi-millionaire and you sit up there black with the same skin as me, somehow oppression skipped you. And I need you to give me the blueprint on that since I'm so oppressed. You know what I'm saying? It's just bullcrap how they pitch this race game against us and against the youth that have them thinking like that. You know what I'm talking about? Then they use our own colored people to try to pitch that to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no racism. And like my man said, John Legend, he don't even have a black wife. His wife is not even black. So what are you talking about, my guy? You can't speak up for the black people and you don't even have a black wife because you're so pro-black. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy when they spit this stuff like this. But we're going to go ahead because he say even some more insane things on here.
Well, he is a part of a two-tier system of justice, but not in the way that he thinks he is. He is getting way more concessions than the average criminal defendant would get. He's getting delays. He's got access to all kinds of lawyers that are filing this and filing that, delaying every trial. And most people don't have access to that kind of lawyering, don't have access to the kind of concessions that the justice system will provide to you if you can afford it.
If you can afford it.
Oh, okay. So here we go again, man. Here we go again. So concessions and delays. So Trump, he don't get treated like other normal people and all that because of course you get all kind of concessions and delays and things like that. Man, come on, can you say anything more crazy? Can you say anything that's more crazy than that? You know what I mean? Come on, like. That's with anybody, man. If you can afford a lawyer, the more money you have, the more you're gonna fight. John Legend, if John Legend was to get in any kind of situation right now, he has the money to have his lawyers to fight as much as they can. That's why a lot of poor people, they don't have the money to fight, and this system has been like that, like a long time. You know what I'm saying? You have to go in there, you plea out to a case because you don't have the money to fight. You know what I mean? You have to take a public defender. They just give you some kind of plea deal to plea out to. And you don't have the money to fight. But if you have the money to fight, that's what you do. You get lawyers, you pay for lawyers to fight, and they use every access of the law in order to fight, whether it's concessions, whether there is delays that they can do, appeals, and all those type of things that they can do, whatever your money can afford you to do. You know what I'm saying? So John Legend would do the same thing. If he was in any kind of trouble, he would use his lawyers to the fullest of their ability. You know what I mean? He got the money to pay for it. Just because that don't make Trump some kind of racist because he got more money. He can fight these cases more than somebody who's poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you saying right now? That's kind of crazy. Like, what are you saying? Like, what are these people saying? You understand what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. So he's supposed to be some kind of racist because he can afford to pay his lawyers to fight to the bitter end for what's going on with him. You don't want him to fight. You don't want him to have the access to fight. Is pretty much what John Legend is saying. You don't want him to be able to fight. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want him to be able to fight. That's ridiculous. Anybody with large sums of money, if they get in any kind of trouble, they're gonna use their lawyers to the fullest extent that they can use them. You know what I mean? Like whatever loophole, and they're gonna fight like that. They're gonna fight like they're getting paid that type of money. You understand what I'm saying? They're gonna look for every loophole. They're gonna look for everything, every appeal, every concession, everything every delay, everything that they can use within the law to save their client and to prove their client's innocence. You know what I'm saying? So what are you saying, John Legend? This is stupid what you're saying. Like it's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? This is crazy. And he's gonna say even more. Like, you know, it's like it's I don't get it. Yeah, so it's kind of crazy. Like you're gonna, you know, so you're gonna use it. You're gonna use it to the fullest extent of the law, and just what you're gonna do. You're just gonna simply do that. And that's just how it goes. So, man, I want to thank y'all once again, man, for y'all tuning in, man. Y'all some great people, man. I love y'all. I love y'all. Like, once again, I hope y'all having a wonderful, wonderful, great day. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful outside where I'm at. I'm right here in Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a lot of high profile things going on here in the courthouses right now, too. So, you know, I love y'all. I hope y'all having a wonderful day. As I always say, live, love, laugh, and eat from the big chef himself, great chef Antonio. And if you have any grudges against somebody, learn to forgive, because you know what? It stresses you out, okay? And then while y'all at it, I am a real chef. You know, I do this on the flat line of the time of the days that I can. You know what I mean? But while y'all get a chance to order on Amazon my cookbook, A Culinary Journey with Chef Seals Through the Hills of Italy, the perfect pasta recipe cookbook. Over 20 pasta recipes in here, how to make your pasta from scratch, and wine pairings with all of the recipes as well, man. You'll love that book. It's a good read as well. You know, and while you're in here, please hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Please do that for me. I would really appreciate it. I'm trying to get more and more subscribers to the channel. I'm trying to get everything built up so I can start the live podcast where I invite some guests, get some guests on here, man. We can chop it up. We can talk. I'm gonna cook for the guests, and we're gonna eat, and we're gonna have a few drinks, and we're gonna talk a lot of shit. You hear me? So yeah, I love y'all. Y'all have fun out there today. This is a great day to be great. You make sure you always do that. Be blessed. I love y'all. Peace.